Hello, everybody. This is episode 8 of the Otaku Brothers.
Let's go!
What?
Sorry, I don't know.
I was just trying to say something, so I stopped. Okay, this is episode 8. My name is Ben, joined by my co-host.
Joseph, what's up, everyone?
So today might be a little bit of a shorter episode.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of news this week. Um, Spy Family did come out, so we'll be talking about that, and
I
then
really
we're
enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too. And at the end of the episode, we're both going to be talking about our top five.
Yeah.
Probably going to be arguing.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Hey, but right, that's what makes a good podcast, right? I mean, if we both agreed on, if we both had the same top five, then that doesn't make for interesting podcasts.
True.
There's no conflict. We don't have
True.
any character development. But
True.
yeah, like Ben said, we have a great show for y'all tonight. Hope y'all are doing well. But Ben, how was your week? What have you been up to this week?
Pretty shitty. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
I can't even explain why.
Yeah,
I
well.
literally just It's a bad week. I just been
Uh-huh.
working on a project for class. It's
Oh,
due on Tuesday.
ouch. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, my week's actually been pretty good. I mean, I'm just counting down the weeks till school's almost over, so I'm looking forward to that, and just everything's been going good.
Good.
I hope
That's
things.
great,
I
Joseph.
hope things work out for you.
That's great.
This week went by really fast for me, actually. So
That makes one of us.
yeah, well,
Jerk.
you just gotta stay positive, Ben, because you know what makes it go by really fast is because I always look forward to Sunday, so we can talk about anime and what's been going on with our week. So
See, but if I look forward to Sunday, then it's already Sunday.
okay, well, you don't gotta be a Debbie Downer about everything, Ben.
Sorry.
You can just try to be happy
Nah, I
sometimes.
got you.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. But in other news, Ben, I got to episode 39 of Bleach. I'm almost to the 40s. We're almost there. I think.
Busy.
I think I'm making good time, so I think I'll be done in time to watch the show.
I
When
don't
it
think so.
did you, you said you don't think so?
I know you're not gonna watch any during the summer.
What? Yes, I am.
No, you won't.
What does that mean? Of course, I'm gonna watch it during the summer, dude. Come on. Ben, I think my problem is actually that it's subbed. I really think that's my problem because, like with
That's not your
Naruto,
problem.
Dragon Ball, I all watch those shows
You
dubbed.
just want an excuse so you can
Oh
do
my
something else so it's
god,
playing in the background.
that's not true.
That is,
Even though it was
you have to
dubbed,
pay attention to this
I
show.
do. I can tell you everything about Naruto and Dragon Ball, but it's just one of those things where it's just when it's subbed, it's like reading a book. I feel like I can't read a book for so long, right? That's why it's so easy to watch like only 12 episode shows or 24 episode shows or weekly shows because you have to just devote that time, like 30 minutes a day, to watching an episode. Whereas with a show that has like 300 episodes, it's like it's hard.
Sure.
Okay. See, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even want to fight me. I'm just trying to
Well,
make a case for myself, man. You're just making that really hard.
sure. Whatever, man.
Whatever, man. Let's just talk about news. Fine.
You
Oh,
can do this one.
oh
Sure.
yeah, because you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Well, anyways,
Sure.
guys. Well, anyways, guys. Yeah. Starting off our news like we always love to. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the 10th anniversary. It's coming up, Ben. I'm so excited, dude. The anime's been going on for a good while. And unfortunately, last time we talked about how JoJo Part 6 got delayed till fall. Not delayed, I guess they were planning on doing that, whatever. We're not even going to get into that. But, they did announce that there was going to be a 10th year anniversary, and it kind of seems like they're doing another huge event. So I'm very excited to see what they do this time because the Part 6 announcement event was so much fun. We got to see all. Um, 6 main Joe stars there on stage doing some lines from the show and talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and just everything. It was so much fun. I loved it. It was so fun. But I'm excited to see what happens in this event, Ben. What about you? Are you expecting anything or
Honestly, no. I
okay?
mean, what? Fuck.
Nothing. I'm just kidding.
I'm genuinely not. Like, they're not even done with part 6 yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna be announcing anything. I mean, I'm sure they'll say something about the game, maybe, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, I just think that maybe they'll be like, yeah, we're excited. Part seven's definitely going to be confirmed after part six. That'd be cool to hear. Just that we can for sure, or maybe they'll. Oh, well, they could talk about part nine of JoJolian, or not JoJolian of JoJo Lands. That's going to be coming out soon, so they could talk
I
about
thought there
that.
was only I thought there was only 8 parts. I thought part 8 was still going on.
No, what it ended last year.
Wait, who's the JoJo in part 8?
Josuke.
What?
Yeah.
Josuke?
His name's Josuke. It's a long story. Anyways, yeah. So part nine of JoJo
Wait,
got
no, hold on, hold on.
confirmed. Oh my god.
Sorry. Who's the villain in part 8 is JoJoline, right?
No, that's not his name. That's like literally the name has like nothing to do with the part. It's weird. It's very weird. I
Hey,
cannot.
what part is Wonder of You in?
That's eight. Eight.
But I thought. Wait, there's a part 9?
A part nine got announced last year called JoJo Lands.
Okay.
Yes, and it is going to be
Okay.
following in the same universe as Steel Ball Run and JoJolian. God.
Fuck. Sorry, I don't ride
What?
JoJo's dick.
What is that supposed to mean? Sorry, I don't. No. Whatever. We're not even. We're not. You know what? Actually, let's go into it, Ben. What's your problem? Nah, I mean, what's your deal, dude? This wasn't. This was like
You just, you
confirmed.
just, ex- you just expect me to know everything there is to know
I would
about
hope that you would
JoJo.
at least know that part eight ended and that there was a part nine that was confirmed.
I didn't know that.
What do you mean? It was such a big deal, like last year.
This is the first thing I've heard of it.
So you didn't even know part eight ended.
No.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, whatever. Anyways, yeah, they're probably going to be announcing some stuff for part 9, but I honestly don't actually think so because it's a 10-year anniversary of the anime. So, I don't know what they're going to be doing. I think it'll probably just be maybe they'll have some more voice actors there doing some Q&A stuff like that. Maybe they'll talk more about part 6. And like I said, hopefully they'll confirm that a part 7 and 8 animation will happen. So, maybe that's what I'm expecting from the event. Hopefully it is a lot of fun. But, well, whatever. We just want to talk about it because Ben hates JoJo. So we'll move on to the
Say
next
that.
topic. What? Okay, well then what?
I love JoJo's. I never said hate it.
Okay. All right. Well, it's either you hate it or you love it, and I just don't know with you sometimes. But um, moving on. Ben, do you want to talk about this, or I know you don't really know that much about it, but
I mean, you can talk about it.
okay. Well, this is kind of short, but we talked about it a while ago. Kaguya-sama Love is War premiered this Friday. I haven't watched it yet because I'm hoping that Ben will watch seasons 1 and 2 and then we can watch it together later on. But I am super excited to watch it. I think it's such an amazing show. I love it. I'd even say it'd be in my top 10 or 5 actually, but
Uh-huh.
I think it's a great show and I love Kaguya. I think she's a great waifu. I used to get a lot of shit, Ben, for liking her. One of our friends used to say that she's what's called a tsundere. I don't know if you know what that means, Ben, or not. But do you actually know what it means? Because I was going to ask if you could explain it to me. What?
Sorry.
Why are you laughing? What? Hello? Your mic's like... Ben?
Keep talking.
What? Do you know what it is or not? Why are you laughing?
I can't talk.
I'm not joking. Hello? He's not saying anything. I don't know what to do. Ben?
What? Can you not hear me?
You're like breaking out.
I'm laughing, sorry.
Okay, there you go. That's
The
better.
character most often female in an anime who switches from being tough and cold towards a love interest into being soft and sweet.
Okay, so that's what a tsundere. Yeah, that describes her perfectly. So, anyways, I lost my train of thought. Ben just fucking had a spaz aneurysm or something. But
Check your phone.
oh my god.
No,
Anyways,
check it whenever I'm talking about the next
okay, whatever. Anyways, so that's basically Love is War. It's a great show. I think Ben should definitely watch it, and hopefully he does watch it, so him and I could get into part 3 or season 3. Sorry, because I'm really excited to watch it. It left on a pretty good note at season 2, but um, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Go watch it if you've already been caught up, or if you haven't watched Love Is War, definitely check it out. But Ben, do you want to cut to your news real fast so I can look at whatever you sent me?
I'll just do the next two topics since you did the
Okay,
first two, I
yeah, yeah, sure.
guess.
You didn't send me anything on.
There's on TikTok.
Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Just go. Just fucking talk. You.
Sorry. In a recent turn of events, a My Hero fan got banned from a zoo. Very funny. They tried mating with a frog to make a scene. Why would you put this in? Okay. My Hero fan tried. This is so weird, Joseph.
Ben, what did you send me, Ben?
I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Um,
I'm sorry. This is such a shit show right now.
I
Uh.
can't. I can't say this.
So, okay, fine. I'll do it then. That's why I asked if you wanted to do yours first, and then I'll tell. Anyways, okay. So in recent news, a My Hero fan got banned from a zoo. The reason this My Hero fan was banned from the zoo was because it tried going up to one of the frogs and mating with it. Now, the reason he was trying to mate with this frog was because there's a character from the My Hero show.
Robbie.
Is that her name? Froppy?
That's her
That's her hero
superhero
name.
name.
Okay, well, anyway, there's a character named Suki, and she's basically a girl that's like kind of half frog or has the like abilities of a frog. So she has really huge eyes and a long, long, long tongue. But he said that he was trying to mate with this frog to end up making Suki from My Hero, so that way he'd be able to grab her tongue and give her head pats. I have no words. I just see, this is like, Ben, it's like I want to like My Hero, but then I hear stuff like this, dude. And then I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be associated with anything that has to do with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just gross.
It's so cringy, it's so weird. I just want to keep that away from me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very weird, but My Hero's a solid show, I guess. But yeah, I mean, moving on, Ben, you want to update us
Yeah.
or not? You don't have to say anything if
Dude,
that
no,
works
my
too.
brain just shut off. I don't know. So as you all know, Toei Animation did get hacked a couple weeks ago, and that caused delays in One Piece, Dragon Ball. There are a few other shows, but they're not that big. But Toei recently came out and said that the hack was a ransomware attack,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
basically means that the hackers are holding their files. Um,
Hostage.
I guess yeah, you could say hostage, and they
Yeah.
want financial compensation.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're basically just
So this is real.
blackmailing them. Yeah, no shit, it's real.
Okay, fuck off, you fucking asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
But
they they came out and said that instead of complying with the hackers, they're
mm.
just gonna start fresh on a lot of their projects. So
Oh, that's wild.
that's gonna affect the Dragon Ball movie, superheroes. Who knows when that's gonna come out now? It's supposed to come out,
Shit.
I think, later this month in Japan, and then in the summer for us.
Oh, it was already that coming out that soon?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's either this month or next month.
I didn't even know there was a trailer or anything.
And then One Piece is still delayed, and then nobody knows if the One Piece movie is gonna be affected or not.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
It's only just been announced a couple months ago, I think.
Wow.
So we don't really know if how that's gonna turn out, if it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
delayed, if they're gonna have to restart that.
That's crazy. I didn't. Wow, I didn't know that was the whole situation going on.
Yeah,
That's pretty intense, man. I hope everyone's doing okay over there in Japan. That it doesn't put them behind schedule too much, but that's really shitty, man. That's such a shitty thing for those hackers to do. Um, oh wow, I did not know that was going on.
gotta chase the bag somehow, Joseph.
Oh yeah, but I guess that's definitely one way to chase the bag. But I mean, it's like one of those things, right? Where like, come on, why not attack like some like rich, some bank or something like that? But anime, it's like, it's an important part of our culture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But wow, well, I wasn't really looking forward to any of these that much, so luckily that doesn't really affect me that much. But I mean, that's still a pretty crappy thing that happened, and hopefully everyone is working on it as best they can. Honestly, I really hope that the hackers just end up getting caught and that they end up giving them their stuff back.
That's me.
It's you. You're the hacker.
Well, it's us actually.
Oh, it's. I don't know what he's saying. For legal
Yeah.
reasons, this is a joke, right?
That's not a joke.
It's a joke. Legal reasons, it's a joke.
It's
Hmm.
not a joke.
Do you ever just hate when you're drinking water, Ben? And then like,
No, I love water.
like when you're just drinking water and then you like take a sip and then you lower your cup too fast and then the water splashes on your face.
No, actually.
Does that not happen to you a lot or
No, I usually drink from a bottle, so like I have a water bottle, so I don't really get water. The funny thing, I have my water bottle next to my bed,
mm-hmm.
and I grabbed it, and then I put it down on my bed,
Okay.
and then, it seals shut, or
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to,
It's
and so it had fallen over. I'm like, all right, it's not gonna leak, and then I look over, and there's no more water in the bottle, and
oh my god.
half of my bed is covered in water. So
So did it look like a little puddle? Like
I peed the bed. That's what
yeah.
it looked like.
Wow, did you have to wash your sheets? I mean, I guess you don't have to. It's water, right?
It was,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's water. That's still just
I
annoying. I mean, there's no worse
Yeah.
feeling than sleeping with like wet covers or something. Like,
I don't think I've ever done that, Joseph.
well, I don't think anyone has, but it's just a feeling that's.
Oh, you sound like you're speaking from
Well, I
experience.
mean, it's just, come on. Like, why would you want like with your sweatshirt? It's like, why would you like want to get your sweatshirt wet?
I mean, you don't.
That's why I'm saying. Why would you want to get your cover wet too?
Well, no, you're just saying the way you said it made it seem like you've done it before.
Oh, I mean, like, have you ever been camping?
Yeah.
And has there ever been water that's leaked onto your covers?
No.
God, you're just a ray of sunshine, aren't you, man?
I don't understand how that would
Oh my
happen.
God, Ben. It's not that fucking deep. Anyways, like I said, it was a short episode today, so or not episode. We're not done yet. You can't leave yet. Oh my Jesus Christ. No, anyways, that's all the news we have to talk about today. Unless Ben, you have any last minute breaking stories or anything like that.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Cool. I guess guess we're just gonna move on to the next topic. Oh, wait, hang on. No, never mind.
What
Oh,
do you mean no? Oh.
uh, no, never mind. I thought I was looking to see if there was anything new going on, but nope, nothing fun happening on the news today. We should do that where we have like a breaking news story. Like oh, this just ends. VTubers and English VTubers, are looking for new creators or something like that. You know.
Would you be interested in that?
I actually no, I'm not a big VTuber dude. I tried actually watching a VTuber stream one time. It's just like it's not for me. I mean, there's some cool ones. Don't get me wrong. Like what's this one girl? Her name's like Mori Corpse or something like that. She's pretty cool. But yeah, it's not like the Crunchyroll girl's pretty cool. But it's just not for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm more of an Amaranth type guy.
Okay. Doesn't she have an OnlyFans?
She does, yeah. It's
I've
not
seen her tits.
okay. It's not free, so I don't know how you would have seen them, but
Reddit's free.
Reddit it. You're right. Oh my god. Anyways, let's get to our main topic for today before this gets any more awkward than it already is. So Ben, you and me watched a new episode of a show on Saturday, actually.
Yes, we did. Spy. Please don't say Spy X
I
Family.
wasn't. I was gonna say Spy
No,
Family.
you're gonna swing. You
I actually wasn't. I don't say that, man.
no.
What?
You said it the first
Oh my
time.
god, it was a
Anyways,
joke.
Spy Family episode 1 came out, so we're gonna be talking about that.
Yeah.
I guess spoilers. If you haven't seen it yet.
You know, it's funny. Whenever we started watching My Joseph Darling or Attack on Titan, we never said spoilers. We just always just kind of went into it. But
I kind of
yeah,
figured we should.
yeah, well, yeah. But if we're gonna talk about the episode, you know, you're right. You're right. Anyways, yeah, Ben, what'd you think of the episode, man?
I really liked it. I think it had a really good first impression on me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There was there's like a good amount of like I don't know, I guess or like you got to know the character enough. Like what you can imagine what's gonna happen. There's a little bit of yeah, everything. It was really good.
Yeah,
What about you?
I completely agree. I thought that the main characters, the dad and Anya, were awesome. I loved
Mm,
how I don't know. I feel like I've never really seen a spy show in anime before, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. The main character, the dude, looks really cool, and Anya,
yeah.
I loved Anya. I thought she was so fun, adorable, and I just think that her power of her just being a telepath is just so funny. And the fact that
Yeah.
she's like, oh, "Daddy's a spy," and like, oh, like she gets all scared and stuff. But I also liked
Yeah.
how it wasn't afraid to hold back, Ben. I mean, like we saw people just blatantly get murdered. Like even when Anya
I
gets
know, like
captured and she's there
like
with
he
the
just shot that guy.
yeah. So
And she wasn't even phased by it. She just fucking
yeah, she seems like a smart kid. I'm excited to meet the wife and just see how the whole family dynamic really plays out in the next episode.
yeah.
I really liked it. I heard a lot of people wanted this adapted because of the anime or manga, sorry. So I'm hoping that they think it was pretty good. I really like the animation too. The style was pretty cool.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but I know it's the first episode, Ben. But where do you see the show going? You know, do you think it's going to be more of like a rom com, a more action comedy, or what are you thinking?
Um I feel like it's gonna be more of a comedy romantic type deal. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be different from any of the romance we've seen before, just
Oh
because
yeah,
there's a kid involved. So it'll be more like
a wholesome.
I get like yeah, like just you'll see like a relationship forming between
Mm-hmm.
because the way it seems like it's gonna play out is like obviously Twilight doesn't want he's a spy. He doesn't like having emotional attachments. So
Yeah.
seems like obviously he's gonna end up like wanting to have a family
Mm-hmm.
with whoever the wife ends up being,
Mm-hmm.
and like he'll want to stay as a family instead of just like leaving them after his mission.
Well, yeah, I mean, we see hints of that kind of like already spread it throughout. Like when he falls asleep on the couch, he's like, I mean, then
Yeah,
Anya starts cuddling with him. He's like, oh, whoa, I've never fallen asleep with anyone like next to me, you know. And then when he goes, and then he kind of feels bad for her at the orphanage because she's been through like a bunch of different families, had different names. Hey, it's kind of cool. I really like it. I'm excited to see the wife come into it because I know she's a big part, at least because she's in the cover of all the mangas.
yeah,
So I'm hoping she's a big part, and I'm excited to see how she is integrated into it a lot, into the family dynamic. Because honestly, it's kind of cool right now seeing Anya and just Twilight, them two. Like already, I thought this was a good dynamic for a show. You know, it's like a dad who's a single dad who has to take care of a kid, but also being a badass spy. So adding a wife into it too just makes it a whole nother like dilemma.
yeah.
So it's gonna be cool how he has to deal with all the trauma and whatever. And I think from what I remember from reading the summary of the show, I mean I think she has a power as well, or like some sort of like thing that she's really good with. An
Oh really?
ability that she's pretty like good with. Whether it's I don't know if it's an actual superpower or like if it's like maybe she's like really good with technology or something along those lines, or really good sniper or like you know what I mean, like something like that. So I think it's cool that they're all gonna have their own special like perk, if that makes sense, as well. And that'll be cool because obviously with Anya being able to read minds, she can know what people are thinking. And I really hope she ends up telling Twilight about it, because that's a pretty cool ability, and he'll be like, oh, well, I can have more use for her now. And as also an excuse to be like, oh, I gotta keep her longer, you know what I mean? Because this whole thing
Yeah.
is like, oh, I have to keep her away, or as soon as the mission's over, I have to give her back. But yeah, I think it was a great episode. I really loved it, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Hmm.
Ben, what do you think?
I mean, I've heard the same opinion too. Like, I mean, it's a new seasonal anime that'll be. I'll probably be out for. I don't know how many chapters are on the manga, so I'm sure it'll be out
Yeah,
for
probably. Do you think it's gonna be
at
like
least.
a 12th episode or 24?
Yeah, I think it should be 12.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure we'll get to see the wife next episode just because they have to do that parent
Parents teacher
teacher meeting.
conference. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. Can't
Yeah.
can't replace dress up though.
It can't. It can't. Yeah.
It
Dress
won't.
up. Dress up is literally peak. But speaking of peak, Ben, I think it's time for us to get into our top 5 animes of all time. And now, before we get started with this is 100% our opinions. They cannot be changed, and whatever we say here is finalized, and we mean it all 100%. So, without that further, without that, without further, what is how does it say? Without
Do
further ado, I guess I don't know if that's what I meant, but sure. Um, yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it, Ben. So we had an idea pretty much to come up with a top 5 list, since we knew without Attack on Titan and Joseph Darling to talk about, we would have a lot less time. I mean, we're only at like 27 minutes, so I mean, yeah, look.
no
Um,
way.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I said, we were like, we got to figure out some way to fill the time, and we were just like, what better way than like, talking about lists, talking about like, or just stuff more in anime in general, since we don't want to just talk about recent stuff, right? We want to give our opinions, We want to get political and stuff, right? So we were like, what can we do? We were like, let's do a top 5 list. So yeah, if you guys have any more suggestions for lists, or rankings, or opinions, or stuff to talk about, then let us know down below, right? So
Just I guess just a heads up before we get started. If you haven't seen any of these shows,
oh yeah.
we're probably gonna be talking about them, like
Mm-hmm.
why we like them. So there will be, I guess, some form of spoiling. I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in depth on
Oh,
why I
same,
really like
same.
these shows. So if
100%.
you haven't
Yeah.
seen them, just yeah,
Yeah.
just jump in.
Oh God. I mean,
So how
then
do you want to?
do you want to
Do you want
do
to?
you want to each do our like 5 and then go to 4, 3, 2, 1, or do you want to just each go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll switch?
I think we should. Yeah, we'll just do all of it at once.
Okay. Okay.
You wanna?
Do you
Let's
want
flip a
to?
coin.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
I can do Siri and have her talk over the mic.
no.
Okay. Well then, how are we gonna know if the other's not
Wait,
lying?
you want me to share my screen?
I'm already sharing my screen. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Share your screen. Share your screen. God, we should have predetermined this. We're not even prepared.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's all right. Okay. Did you share your screen? Oh, you did.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I can see it.
Heads or tails?
I'll go with heads. Wait, is
Wait, we
heads meaning?
didn't.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say,
is it?
I guess you go first. Because I get to
Wait,
decide.
is it whoever
Okay.
wins it goes first, or
Okay.
you want to do loser goes first?
Yeah, sure. Loser goes first.
Okay. So do you want heads again?
I'll do tails this time. All right, because 50-50, it has to be tails.
Well, I took a probability class, so.
Damn it. Oh
All right.
no. Fuck. No, that's not fair. I won first. Okay, all right. Fuck, dude.
Well,
This is so much pressure. All right.
they like call.
Okay. So, here we go. So before we get into this, why am I so nervous, dude? All right. Well, before I start, I just want everyone to know These are my opinions, and
That can't save you, Joseph.
these are my opinions, and it's with personal, which ones have personal meaning to me, in particularly. God, this is so much pressure, dude. Whew. Okay. All right. Starting at okay. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do, Ben, is I'm gonna say all of them. I'm gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then afterwards I'll go in depth, and you can ask me why I put why where, and
I I think you should just like talk about each
each.
one as you go.
Okay. So
That's what I was gonna do at least. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but
okay. Yeah. I feel like you're right. Okay. So at number 5, here we go. This one might surprise you, Ben. I don't know if you expected this to be on my list or not. At number 5, I have Love is War. So,
and I expected that.
you did? Okay, damn it.
Yeah.
So, the reason I mean, yeah, okay. So, the reason I put Love is War at number 5 is just because, in terms of rom coms, I think this is peak rom com. My Joseph Darling did just come out, but I feel like I like that for different reasons. You know what I mean, Ben?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
like, with this show is like where My Joseph Darling had me feeling like fucked up for a couple weeks. This one had my heart like feeling happy and good. You know what I mean? I wasn't depressed watching the show. I wasn't in a bad mental state. And the cast of characters is just great. You got Kaguya, you got the president, Chika, and oh my god, I forgot the other dude's name, but the nerd. And I won't say too much about it because you haven't watched it, Ben. But it's just such a great comedy. It's so funny. I think that it's just great how like it connects with everything going on. Like to summarize the show at best, it's about this girl and the guy who are go to this like elite school, right, for smart people,
Yeah.
and each of them are like trying to be the top dogs at the school, right? But the whole thing of the show is that it is like considered bad for the smartest people to like be in a relationship with someone lower than them, right? You want to have someone who's like the same status as you, and like to make sure that you're not weak, because oh, he's in a relationship, he's not focused on school. So they each kind of have a crush on each other, but they can't really admit it because that would make them weak. So they're trying to get the other person to confess their feelings first. So that way the other one can be considered weak. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they both like each other, right? So it's such a good little what's the word? Oh my god, what would the word be? Like a dynamic, different like a cool dynamic for a show that you don't really see that much. It's not really tropey in the sense that it's just all these two people like each other, but they don't want to admit their feelings because they're just both shy. Whereas this one, it has stakes. You know what I mean? So I think it's really good. I love it a lot. And like I said, Kaguya's like she's just an awesome waifu, right? She's a tsundere, right, Ben?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what I have for number 5. All right, so number 4, Ben. Number 4, I have Attack on Titan.
I thought you said it wasn't gonna be in your top five.
It's in my top 5 because pretty much it's just so good, Ben. We've watched the show together this past
Yeah.
these past few uh months, and I think we can both agree that it has been peak fiction, dude. I think it has been so much fun. And Ben, I don't know about you, but I've been watching the show for so long, dude. Like I
Mhm.
remember coming when I was like in high school, like a freshman or sophomore, coming up to my uncle's house here in Fort Worth and actually like sitting there and being like, holy shit, season 2 just dropped. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
after so long between season 1 and 2, like just waiting for the drop and then just getting the whole, Reiner and Bertol or tie-ins and just the whole. It's so crazy how a story like this in anime can like just exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just in all sense of the words, it is just peak, dude. It's just such. It's what it reminds me so much of The Walking Dead in earlier seasons in the sense that like it starts off with you just getting introduced to a world where you're just like, okay, it's a pretty simple show, right? They're just people fighting zombies. I'm talking about The Walking Dead. They're just people fighting zombies, and they're just like just trying to survive, right? How it is. But then as the show progresses on, you have conflict between different people inside the group and then other people outside the group, and then you realize they're different communities and you're just like, oh shit, these people want to kill us, you know what I mean? But it's like, and then by the end of like season 6 you're just like, wait, are zombies even characters in the show anymore, you know what I mean? So it's just
Yeah.
like that's exactly what Attack on Titan does, and it does it so well, and it works so well, which makes it so fucking good, dude. I mean, yeah, I mean, you've heard us as we talked about the past week, so I won't go too much in depth about why it's amazing. But if you've listened to us, you know why it's amazing. So that is my number 4 spot, Ben.
Hmm.
Oh, God. All right, well, number 3, I mean, I don't know if you were expecting this or not, but number 3 for me, I have Mob Psycho 100.
Not expecting that.
Yeah, yeah, dude. This
Honestly,
show.
I can't. The only show that I know you really like is JoJo's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting that to be your number one.
Okay.
But other than that, I can't really like pinpoint what shows you really like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because all I talk about is JoJo's. But yeah, no, dude. I freaking love Mob Psycho. One of our other friends told me to watch it, and I was a little skeptical because he had also told me to watch One Punch Man, and I'm not gonna lie, Ben, I'm not a big fan of One Punch Man. It's not my favorite show in the world. You know what I mean?
I,
So
I can see that.
yeah, I watched season 1, and I was just not impressed with it. I thought it was pretty funny, but I mean, I get it. It was supposed to be satirical, and but whatever. That's a whole nother discussion. But anyways, when he told me that it was made by the same person, it's kind of the same concept. I was a little iffy, but I feel like Mob Psycho 100 does everything that One Punch Man did wrong right. You know what I mean? I think that I love the character Mob. I love Reagan. I think he's one of the best side characters in any anime, dude. I think he is so much fun. Have you watched Mob Psycho?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, yeah. So you know how awesome he is. And now that it
yeah,
just got confirmed for season 3, I am so hyped, dude. I just love how whereas One Punch Man, Saitama, he's strong just because, you know what I mean? He worked hard to get there, but now he's just OP and that's his whole thing. But with Mob, it's so cool seeing him develop and how the whole time he gets to like 100% is because he's experiencing a new emotion for the first time. And I will say
yeah.
this right now, Ben. The episode, it's episode 1 of season 2. It was probably one of my favorite episodes of anime in like any show. It is so good. It's when Mav he ends up going to high school or going to just to school, and this girl pretends to like have a crush on him and go on a date with him because one of her friends like dared him to or something like that.
Yeah.
So you see the whole episode go on, and then at the end of it, she admits that she didn't really have feelings for him. But then she like talks to him and says like, "Oh, well, I still think you're actually, actually getting to know you. You're actually a really cool dude." You know what I mean? And then they end up saying, "If we could stay friends" or something like that. But it's just the whole development is so good, dude. It is so freaking good. The characters are fun. It has one of the coolest intros I've seen, besides JoJo's. It's so awesome. The intros are so well done, and I think the animation is amazing, and I think all the characters are so cool. It doesn't feel like tropey at all. It just feels like a great show. So that's why it's my number 3 slot. So yeah, that's why it was my number 3 spot, Ben. Okay, so number 2. Now, honestly, this is gonna be weird because number 2, like it's weird because besides number 1, any of these top 5 could have gone anyway, right? But
Yeah.
I had to place them, and to me, this one is number 2. But this one's, I don't know if this will surprise you or not. Number 2, I have Death Note.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude. This is one of the reason for this. I watched Death Note as one of my first anime ever. At first, it was Sword Art Online. You know how people get into anime? It's like, watch these starter animes. But I mean, there's a reason people tell you to start with them, Ben.
Hmm.
I think it's so awesome. Whenever I first got into anime, the first anime I ever watched was Sword Art Online. So you
Yeah.
probably understand, or you just I mean, Sword Art Online is really one of those like isekai. It's kind of one of your bread and butter anime. So going from that to Death Note was a huge jump, and it was just crazy getting to watch that for the first time. I mean, seeing like that there was so much more to anime than just like swords and colors, and you could actually have like dramas and like character dilemmas and problems, issues inside their heads mentally, and like have a war of like the minds was just so new and exciting to me. And I loved it, dude. I thought it was such an amazing show. I will admit that the middle part is a little slow, but it is so worth it, dude. I mean, it is so worth it, Ben. I mean, I don't know how you feel about Death Note, but I think it is, one of the greatest, detective, stories of all time. I
Yeah,
think
no, I
it's
love Death Note.
I think it's amazing. I love the whole dilemma of, it's kind of what we're seeing in Attack on Titan right now with Eren. Like, is Light Yagami really a bad guy? You know what I mean? Because,
No,
are we just
he's
killing.
not.
Oh my God. So are we just killing all the, he's getting rid of all the bad people in the world, right? What's wrong with that? But,
Hmm.
that's kind of the same thing Eren's doing, my whole life these people have been trying to kill me and they've took so much from me, so let me just kill them. It asks one of those fun questions that no one likes to talk about, which is so fun. And just seeing him and L go back and forth is just one of the greatest things to watch unfold in anime. So that's why it's at my number 2 spot, man. I know this is such a basic list, dude, but
No, it's not.
I mean, well, number 1's not basic, right, Ben?
Hey, it's your opinion, man.
Okay, all right. Well, number 1, to no one's surprise, it is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't even know how much I have to talk about this because I feel like I've talked about it so much, Ben. But really, I mean, I guess we'll just start off. I remember watching this in sophomore year of high school when I got into it. My friends who had didn't go to high school with me at the time were like, "Hey, watch this show called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure," and I was like, that literally sounds like the dumbest title for a show." And I was like, "Why would I watch this?" And then he was like, "Trust me, man. Trust me. Let's watch it." And the only reason I watched it, Ben, was because I went to his place to spend the night, and we ended up watching it together.
Oh,
And
really?
because it was so like at the time I had watched Dragon Ball, I had watched Sword Art Online, Death Note, shows like that. I think I hadn't watched Naruto yet, but I had just watched normal shonen shows, and it was just like, why would I watch just this show? Like I literally asked him, can you explain to me what it was? And that's just one of the things. He was like, I mean, it's about like, dude, just the way he explained it, dude, was so weird. Like he said, oh, so it's kind of confusing because it takes place like there's multiple different protagonists, and I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, and there's different parts, across different times, and they're all connected through bloodline. And I was just like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, they're vampire hunters. So I was like, okay, the whole show is about them killing like monsters, but it literally made no sense to me. But then I watched it, and I mean, at first I was a little iffy about it, dude. Part 1, I mean, you hear the story all the time with everyone who watches JoJo. Like, part 1 is just one of those parts where it's like, it's hard to get through. But to me, Ben, I mean, after the fact, watching part 1 and part 2, I was hooked. By the end of part 2, I
Yeah.
was hooked. I was like, this is awesome. Like, seeing Joseph, because, we have the same name, right? So, just seeing
Yeah.
him and then just the fighting style, and it was so colorful, and I thought the animation style was so weird and bright. But then as soon as I got into part 3, I was hooked. I was like, oh my god, like I need to watch all of this. And then I remember watching all of part 3, and just like, well, at the end when I won't spoil anything, but when certain characters die and certain stuff happens, I was like, oh my god, like why? And then as soon as I got to part 4 and 5, the rest was history. And now I'm reading the manga, and I'm up to date on pretty much everything except part 8. It just finished, so I need some time to before I can read that, Ben, because I don't know how much you know about part 8, but it is a complete mindfuck.
Little
Yeah,
to none.
it is insane. Like I can it's insane from what I've heard. But yeah, I mean that's my list, Ben. I mean,
See, good
it's
list. Nothing to fight about there. I
no,
don't think we're gonna be arguing as much as we thought we would.
oh yeah. No, I really don't. I think it's because another thing too, which makes it cool, is that we have two very different tastes almost, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to say different because we do like a lot of the same shows, but like whenever it comes into our deeper stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
like we each got our own little corners. But I mean, yeah, that was my top 5 list, man. Like I said, very interchangeable. I mean, Ben said no honorable mentions, but there's
Yeah,
a lot.
I changed that. You can say.
No, I mean,
I was gonna say one
no,
at
I mean,
least.
yeah, there's a lot of great shows that I thought about putting on the list. Um, like Shippuden was another one. Soul Eater. I thought about putting on here Cowboy Bebop, Jujutsu Kaisen, just shows like that. Honestly, My Joseph Darling was pretty close to making the cut. Dragon Ball Z, all great shows that I thought about putting on the list. But in the end, I was like, you know what? These are the ones that meant the most to me. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways, Ben, you want to go?
I guess so.
Oh God, yeah, it's nerve wracking, right?
Okay. At all right. I guess. Fuck, dude. All right. At number five, have IQ.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Ah,
I,
dude,
I
I
knew it
can't
was coming.
describe.
No, I knew it was coming.
Like, so, where did I start with this? I don't think. Yeah. So this was the first like sports anime I'd watched, and I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I don't know what happened. I got like super like attached to the characters and like the team that they're on, and it's just like right now it's probably the in my opinion one of the best sports animes out there. I know a lot of people give it shit because of the fandom, just like My Hero, but if you take time to watch the show, it's cool seeing the main character kind of develop in, I guess, natural ways, like ways that like actual athletes
I was
do.
gonna say like physically possible.
Yeah, instead of just like, oh shit, there's a demon inside of him,
Yeah.
and now the demon and him are working together. So it's cool, like him actually being like you seeing him like put in the work and it paying off. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, I do hear it's one of the best sports anime of all time. So I
Yeah,
respect it.
hopefully I get to replace Haikyuu with Blue Lock whenever that comes out.
Yeah, is that the soccer one, right?
Yeah, really excited for that.
Yeah, maybe we'll watch it.
Yeah, yeah, I'll watch it. I know that. Anyways, number four, we have Sword Art Online.
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing. Just go.
Okay, a lot of these shows, no, my top five, a majority of my opinion comes off of the amount of times I got goosebumps watching the show.
Oh my God.
So if I correlate getting goosebumps to liking the show a lot. I don't know why everyone shits on SAO.
I can.
What's wrong with
Nothing.
you?
Nothing. It was a great show for the first two seasons.
I think it's a great show. The whole
Well,
series.
that's why it's called an opinion, Ben.
What is wrong? Anyways, this is probably like the second show I had watched, and it kind of influenced on what shows I would like in the future. But I really just like how, I mean, I guess it's an isekai, I think. I don't know. But I think I just thought the idea of it was really cool, and then, yeah, I just got attached to Kirito and Asuna. And then, like, the part whenever he's fighting Heathcliff, because Heathcliff's actually the main boss, and then he died, but he didn't die because his willpower needed to save everyone in the game. I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Gun Gale and Alfheim. Those were okay.
Yeah.
They're still good, but they weren't bad.
Well,
And unpopular opinion was I really liked Alicization. I know we never finished it, but
we finished the
this
first part.
the second part is the best part.
Oh, okay.
But we just never watched it. Yeah,
Well, maybe we'll watch it one day.
yeah.
I will agree with you
Uh,
that the first part of part one of SAO is amazing. I really liked it a
yes.
lot, and I really still need to watch the movie, which I hear is really good.
Movie's okay.
Okay.
It's not really passive aggressive right now.
Yeah, you do.
No, you do.
Oh, sorry.
Ah,
Okay.
why are you giving me shit for that?
I didn't do anything. I just laughed.
Okay.
I saw something funny on Twitter.
Sure you did. Um, at number three, I have. Did I just cut myself? No. Drum roll, please. I don't think you can hear my drum roll. Code Geass.
I forgot about that show. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
um, in my opinion,
Uh-oh.
I think Code Geass is better than Attack on Titan, and that's why I put it. That's why I put Code Geass instead of AOT. I
Okay.
like. I think. Don't get me wrong. They're great shows. They're
Mm.
really close. I just think Code Geass pulls off their story a lot better than AOT did.
Mm-hmm.
I think the main character is really good too, and just like kind of his mission, it's awesome. And it's one of those shows where it's like, oh, you don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of just this show and AOT that are that kind of high up in terms of like story and foreshadowing and like the author like really planning for this to happen without you knowing, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
Are you just like a soundbox right now?
What?
Soundboard, sorry.
What does that
Sound like
mean?
nothing.
What? You think I'm just programmed to say, yeah, that's cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I don't. I mean, I haven't watched the show. I don't know what you want me to
True,
say.
not true. I was about to spoil something. Um,
God.
yeah, I really like Lelouch. He's a great MC. Great,
The intro's a bop too.
yes, great intro. Oh my God. I forgot about that. Haikyuu has some of the best openings I've seen too.
There's one
So does
good one.
SAO. Shut up. And Code Geass has a banger first opening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Wait. I also take into account like animation and like OSTs.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to mention that. So yeah, just wanted to
No,
throw that
that's
out
fair,
there.
dude. I mean, yeah, there's some really good ones I know in Haikyuu and Code Geass. Yeah.
Yeah, like SAO has great animation with their fights, in my opinion.
I'm
What?
just kidding. I'm joking.
No, that is so 100% real.
No, I was just kidding. Go ahead.
We're gonna have a talk after this,
Oh
Chips.
God. Sorry.
IQ, they're not really fights necessarily. I don't know why I'm backtracking. I just thought I'd talk about this more.
No, you're good.
But just like the games, they're super suspenseful and just like the music that's playing whenever something happens, makes it seem like a fight. You know, they're
Did
not
you
directly interacting, but
did you see the games? Oh, you meant like the volleyball. I thought you meant like the video games. I
no,
was
no,
like,
no.
yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Um, and Code Geass is more like there's not a lot of like fighting. There's a lot of fighting in it, but it's more like risk. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, enough of that. Number two, I have Gurren Lagann.
I knew it was gonna be on there.
See, I forgot. Someone told me to watch this show.
It was
It
me.
might have been you. Yeah, it
No,
was
it
you.
wasn't. It
No, it
wasn't me.
definitely was you. It
I
actually was
actually
you.
no, it wasn't. I swear to God, it wasn't. Because you asked me.
Why?
You've asked me before if I've watched it. And I was like, yeah, I've watched it. And then maybe I told
Anyways,
you I watched it, and I was like, it's good. You should watch it.
yeah, I think that's what happened. Anyways, um, I this was great. Um, there's a lot of like,
Boobies.
no, I can't. You just have to. All right, let's start with this. The. All right.
Well, why don't you start with summarizing it for a lot of people? Because it's an. I don't want to say it's an underground show, but it's not as
Yeah,
popular
that
as.
yeah, it's not. You'd think it'd be more popular, at least I do, but not a lot of people have seen it. So basically, It's about this kid named Simon who's. Let me go back further. Fuck. So basically, the Earth is like it was invaded by the species called the anti-spiral, and everyone on Earth now lives underground in these
Oh,
caves. And Simon, he spends his days drilling, right? And that's basically the show starts off. He's with his brother, Kamina, probably one of my favorite side characters. Very inspirational. The whole show's really just
that's really good. Yeah.
it's really inspirational. That's probably the main reason I liked it. There's a lot of like
Yeah.
I can't describe it. I
It's like
really
Doctor
can't.
Stone.
What?
I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I I honestly can't express how much I enjoy this show. Like there's a lot of great quotes. I have a few pulled up.
Oh my god.
Kamina, one of my favorite quotes in anime, he says, "Don't believe in yourself, believe in me. Believe in the Kamina who believes in you."
That's awesome.
Like and then Simon said, "I will believe. I will believe in the me that believes in us, humans and the future. This drill is my soul." I think that was from the movie.
That's
The
very
movie's great.
inspirational. I haven't watched the movie actually.
You should watch the movie. It's really good.
Is it? Does it take place after, or is it like?
It's well, there's two movies that just
Hmm.
replace the show, but the movie
Oh,
has a
okay.
it's like the same ending but more detailed
Yeah, yeah. It's
and
kind of like
better.
Dragon Ball in the sense. Yeah, when they
Yeah.
did. Okay, I got you.
Anyways, yes, Gurren Lagann, great show. Yes, love
I'm
it.
excited for number one.
Me too, man. A lot to say about number one. Um, at number one, we have none other than the Naruto series.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yay, I did
It
say
has to
that.
be Shippuden or just Naruto.
What?
Yeah, or
You said
Boruto.
JoJo.
What? That's a show. I mean, it's not. It's all seasons. It's not like.
Oh my God,
No, I'm just
really?
kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But if we wanted to get technical, they're two different shows.
It's the same show. I
That
consider it the same show.
it's not how it works.
But it's not like you just watch one show and you don't watch the other.
I know. Well,
You kind of have to watch
I mean, you've
all of
watched
it.
Dragon Ball Z, but you haven't watched Super or Dragon Ball, and you don't need to watch the other two.
Exactly, you don't need to watch the other two.
Well, yeah, because they're different shows.
Holy fuck. Anyways, I'm saying the series just because I view it as one show, excluding Boruto. 'Cause I hate that show.
I'm excited for this because we can actually talk about this.
Yeah. So I think this was the first show I had ever watched. I think I watched it the beginning. It was either the beginning of freshman or towards sophomore year of high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Um, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, you're a little guy back then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, it's I think one of the main reasons my number one is because it was the first one I watched, and because it's super long, so it gives you time to get really, I guess, attached to the
Oh yeah, gives you a lot of time.
characters. Yeah. And I didn't know fillers were a thing back then, so
You poor guy, man.
I watched all of it. I mean, all of it, all 720 episodes.
See, Ben, that's why I like to think that like. Sorry to cut you off, but like
No, that's
just
fine.
to think that like, because whenever I watched Naruto, I obviously knew there was filler. So from that episode where after Sasuke and Naruto fight for the first time, it was like okay,
Hmm.
they just stopped fighting, or they just Naruto lost, and then it's like okay, next episode. Oh, him and Jiraiya are leaving off to the leaving. So I was like, all right, bet. And then the episode after that, Sasuke's back.
Oh,
So for you, it's like that probably felt like years.
yeah, because I think in the original series there were like four
It's
seasons that were
yeah,
filler.
it's a lot. There's 9 seasons and there's only 5 actual seasons. The last 4 are
Yeah,
filler.
because whenever I was watching it, I was watching it on Netflix, and it just stopped. Like it was in this random arc wherever it was called the Curry of Life arc.
Oh my god.
So Lee was doing some training, and there's this curry. Yeah, it's so weird. And it just stopped randomly. I'm like, what? That's when I found illegal websites.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Um. Yeah. What else? Then Shippuden. I found out about Shippuden. I'm like, oh shit. And that's when I really started to like the show
Mm-hmm.
because it started off pretty strong with
The first arc, one of the best
the
arcs in Shippuden.
Kazekage
Oh my
recovery arc.
god, that arc is amazing.
Yeah, we see
Everybody stand up.
unpopular opinion, but I really like the fight between Sakura and Sasori,
That is a very unpopular opinion.
just because Sasori is really hot.
Actually, Saucer is probably one of my favorite Akatsuki members, so I agree with you.
Yeah, and then we see the beginning of, I guess. Well, it's like a foreshadowing thing with Kakashi's Kamui, because he
Mm-hmm.
used it for the first time in that arc, and then
Komui.
God, there's so many things in this
Yeah.
show. God, um, fuck. I guess let's talk about like one of my.
Just as a whole, why you like it. Your favorite parts.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite. My favorite thing about the show is all of the dynamics there are. Of course, there's the main one, like Naruto and Sasuke, light and dark, literally. Um, Whenever they meet the sage, Naruto gets the sun seal, and then Sasuke gets the dark seal or whatever. And then there's Kakashi and Obito. I really liked their little dynamic. I like how built up Obito was without anyone. I mean, I didn't know whenever he was revealed. I didn't know it was him, but I just liked how they kind of kept that a secret from everyone until it actually happened. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the first show I ever cried at too.
Oh god.
Whenever cried a lot. Holy fuck.
Oh,
Whenever Jiraiya died,
that was tough, man. I
and
did.
then what were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say. Sorry to steal your thunder. I actually did cry in the show as well, but it was when Naruto met his mom.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like, it's whenever Jiraiya died, and then whenever Naruto found out that Jiraiya died, then when Naruto met his mom, and then whenever Naruto's dad was leaving in the war,
Yeah, I was sad too.
and then when the show ended, I was like, "Fuck, dude! I just wasted like a year of my life. Not wasted."
Yeah, I think it's a great show as well.
Yep,
I think it's
that's it.
amazing. But for me, one of the reasons I didn't put it on my list for because it was really close. It was almost there. But I mean, I know Ben just literally devoted so much of his time because he watched all the filler. So poor guy. But did you watch all the filler in Shippuden too?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, no, it's just for me, the show had its highs of highs, but it also had its lows of lows. And for me, I just don't think that the lows like the highs outweighed the lows.
I think
I loved it so much. Don't get me wrong. Like the pain arc, the first arc, the tuning exams, but even then, Naruto itself was very hard for me to get through at some points. Um, it was a lot, but I honestly think it still is one of it's a top 10 for me. It's definitely on my top 10 list. But like I said, the lows are just very strong to me. But not once I said when it's high, it's high. But like again, I've told Ben about this whenever because I told him when I was watching the show afterwards. For me, it was I was not a big fan of the ending at all. I didn't like the ending at all.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't like the ending either, but it kind of.
Oh yeah, but like I said, when you've devoted that much time with fillers, it's I get why it has a lot more sentimental value to you. But yeah, well, I mean, I liked your list a lot, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
I say that in the most passive way possible.
Seem to have some real problems with SAO, and I'd like to know why.
For me, it's just don't get it, man. I just don't get what's so good about it. I mean, for me,
Why'd you laugh super hard when I said the fights had good animation?
because just some of the fights are a little wonky to me.
What?
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, like the second part of season 2 after Gun-Gil, the whole looking for Excalibur thing, that was so boring to me. And even Gun-Gil was it was a little difficult to get through. But don't get me wrong, season 1 of Sword Art Online is peak. I think it's so good. I think season 1's really good. But after season 1 for me, it just kind of falls off a lot. But like I said, I haven't finished season 3 I've seen only the first part of Alicization, so I could be wrong, but I don't know if it could make up for all of the lows.
Mm-hmm.
But we've already gone a little long, so that was a great list, Ben. I did like it. I agree with a lot. I think Code Geass, even though I haven't seen it, or Haikyuu, I haven't seen it. I think that they're really good shows from what I've heard from the anime community. I was surprised Bleach did not make the list.
That was when I was contemplating. It's right there. It's
Yeah?
playing my 6th.
Oh, see? Well, you didn't do any audible mentions if you want to give some out.
Well, I think I mentioned it, but if I didn't have Code Geass, I would have had Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Bleach. What else was there? Bleach would play my 6th. My 7th is
Darling
probably
in the Franxx.
JoJo's.
Aw.
What?
Glad JoJo's is that close.
Full Metal Alchemist. What else? I was gonna play I Want to Eat Your Pancreas just because that ruined my day.
Yeah.
But
We'll do movies another time. We can do movies.
yeah, not a lot of those. But
Yeah. But all right. I think that's all we have for today, right, Ben? You good?
mm-hmm.
Wow, this has been
Yeah.
one of our longest episodes, so I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to follow us on Spotify if you haven't. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Check us out on TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. And yeah, you have been the Otaku Bros. We are degenerates. We live in America in our parents' basement. See you all.
I don't live in my mom's basement.
And I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause.